Bahar and I love attending fabulous parties. Barkley and Leland host wonderful parties, and we've attended them on many occasions. Barkley, can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Well, when I graduated from college, my first job was an event coordinator for the Louisville Chamber of Commerce. And all of a sudden I found myself hosting parties for like 50,000 people in an open air venue, down to having a breakfast or a luncheon with the governor or the mayor. It kept me on my toes, and it was a great introduction on how to be the consummate host.
Excellent. And how about you, Leland?
I actually worked for an event company in Louisville and learned volumes about throwing a party and what goes into throwing a great party.
Excellent. So we're here at the Redhead Piano Bar today, and this is actually a fantastic venue to host a party. And so we want to learn more about how to choose the perfect party venue. Do you have any ultimate tips for that?
And it depends upon what you want to pull off. It's a small, intimate affair. You could have it in your own living room, or you could have it in your own backyard. If you want something that's more substantial, larger, you need to go outside and maybe think outside the box, to include maybe a facility that is just basically for black walls, or something more elaborate like a ballroom setting.
I think the most fantastic party I attended, I actually hosted. It was in my own home, and the elements that made it fantastic included the guest list. I think primarily it was such an unexpected choice of friends, calculated, yes. We thought about friends who hadn't met and who would be fun to introduce to whom, and it was a perfect mix. And it was just sort of effortless and easy because it was at home and it was lots of friends, but it was a perfect night. It was a perfect night. To improve upon a shabby venue, you can always drape fabric over things that are unsightly. You can decorate around it, and sometimes just less is more. Maybe darker is better. I guess that goes back to lighting, but flowers are good. You can just do huge flower arrangements so people are looking at that instead of maybe poles or pipes or something that are, something you don't want to look at.
The two most important elements of having a party, I think, is, making sure that it's party friendly, making sure that your guests have the best time possible. And with that comes, the accessibility of the party. You don't want to have a party where it's really, really difficult for your guests to get to. And God forbid if you have it outdoors and Mother Nature comes and you have a mudslide, you have to be prepared about how that you get your guests from the parking lot to your venue without going through a lot of mud or something like that. Another element is making it user-friendly for the vendors, those that are helping you pull off the party. Making sure that there's great accessibility to those who are catering it, those who are bartending, the band, making sure that they too have a good user-friendly experience.
So is there anything else that you can think of that's really important for us to know when hosting a party, whether it be the venue or the people or the invitations or the communication?
Ultimately it's important for your guests to have a good time, but you too must have a good time.
Oh,
if you're stressed out over everything that's going on, that energy, that bleeds over into those that you're surrounded with, and they're not having a good time if you're not having a good time.
Right.
So make sure that you've done your planning. Make sure that you've looked everything over once or twice. Do the best when there's a fire, when there's a hiccup, but always have a good time.
Wonderful. Well, this was some really great tips. Hopefully you got some great ideas for your next event. Make sure to join us on M2O TV for more great organizing tips, and visit our social media and website. Bye! Bye.